It is time for another daily YouTube live stream. I'm Zach. Welcome back. Let's play some games today. We are back in Minecraft in my solo survival world, and we are going to continue building my mega project. I hope everybody had a great weekend. It's Monday, start to a brand new week, and what a better way to start the week than to play some Minecraft. We got Aliana back in chat saying, thanks for noticing me. Have a good Sunday. 1 minute. Yeah. Thanks for coming back to the stream. I think you said your name was Zach. Is that correct? Yeah, I checked out your channel. You mentioned in the stream the other day that you had a YouTube channel. You were just starting out. So I went and checked it out after the stream, subscribed, and I gotta say, you had a video of a Minecraft build, and it was pretty impressive. So congratulations, and I hope that you keep doing Minecraft videos. Yeah, let's just log in here and get this set up. Yeah, I'm always really impressed when people have YouTube channels and start YouTube channels because in your case, the Minecraft build that you did like a cinema. That was really impressive. It was an impressive build. I was like looking at it and was like, that's pretty cool. But so it's hard enough to just do a video of like one of your builds. But I think what's even the harder thing is just doing anything creative, period, and putting it out into the world and letting other people criticize you. Like that's hard to do. And congratulations for doing that. And, you know, you should, I encourage you to keep trying to do that throughout your life, is learn how to, you know, keep putting yourself out there and create new things and put new things out there, even though it's hard. Because I know, because I do this so much myself. It's hard to put stuff out there and say, okay, I built this. What do you guys think? And there's going to be some people who don't like it and some people who criticize you and some people who like find flaws in it. And then there's going to be people who like it and think it's pretty cool. And the most important thing is that you like it because the world needs people out there who are willing to put their stuff out there and like make themselves vulnerable to those kind of you know, attacks from people and everything like that. Like the world needs that conversation from creative people who are willing to put their stuff out into the world. And you're one of those people. You got a YouTube channel started up. You're putting videos out there, which is great. And yeah, I just sort of have to say congratulations for that. And I was really impressed by your build. So keep going after it. So is it Zach? Am I correct in remembering that you said your name was Zach? He says, actually gave you a shout out on my latest video on the Luigi Mansion video. Awesome, thanks. Okay, so we did this last week. We got this villager, our first villager in our village trading hall. It's not much of a trading hall if there's only one villager. But we're just getting started. I'm just starting. So this gas seems to be kind of fast. I thought I slowed him down, but he doesn't seem to be slow enough. He seems to be moving faster than normal. Maybe I did this wrong. Let me try and do this again. Hold on. Let me turn cheats on. Allow commands on. Start land world. So I can type commands now. Let me get my commands up. One moment, please. I tried to do this last time, but I don't think I did it right. Where'd he go? Okay, he's over here. Let me get my snowballs out so he comes to me. Come to me, happy guest. Come to me. Come to me. Yeah, it's Zach. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to the stream, Zach. Zach says you can lead him to a fence post, I thought. Well, you attract him by holding snowballs in your hand. There we go. Now he's coming to me. Okay, so we got him here. We're going to enter some cheat codes. This is attribute @n type happy guest Then Minecraft. Minecraft flying speed. Base set, I think it's 0.01. Is that normal or is that that might be too slow? I might have made him too slow. Oh no. Oh, he's super slow now. Oh, I've screwed up my game. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just leave him be. I'll figure out the right speed later. He was going too fast and I made him go too slow, but we don't need him right now. So, you know, it's okay that he's going slow. He'll just fly around and do his own thing. Let's go to sleep for a moment. All right. Okay, so daytime. Okay, I will tell you, I am really exhausted. I had a pretty busy weekend. I took the day off yesterday streaming. I went on a hike, which was a ton of fun. But yeah, I just been running around this weekend, and I'm really sore from my hike. I'm in pain, and I'm tired. And so I don't want to do anything too complicated today. And so I thought something fun that I would really like to do is try to fix the terraforming around here. If you look down here, the entire build is floating. It's floating. And this is cool because, I mean, we can build a basement in here later. But for right now, I just want to connect the ground up so it doesn't look like it's floating. And so to do that, we're going to need a lot of dirt. Ooh, Wandering Trader. What does he have? Blue ice. Ooh, we could sell him water bottles. Ooh, we could sell him baked potatoes. Ooh, this is a good trade. We could get pale oak logs. 1 emerald for 8 logs. That's a pretty good trade. Orange dye. I don't need that. Bucket of pufferfish. Slime ball. Ooh, blue orchids. That's a good trade too. You can only get these in swamps. And there's not a swamp near me. So, yeah, this is always a pain for me to get. But I don't want to waste my emeralds right now. I don't have that many emeralds. Zach says, yeah, I get that. I was thinking about doing a Hardcore World Series. Your thoughts? Oh, man, that's impressive. I mean, good for you. I would say go for it. I could never do a Hardcore World because it is too hard. I would die right away. I would not make it at all. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, if we're going to do a bunch of terraforming, let's get rid of some of these mushrooms. Just get rid of some of these guys. Oh, let me put my headphones on so I can hear what I'm doing. Yeah, I die all the time in this game. I don't know how people do Hardcore Worlds. It's so hard. Well, I guess that's why they call it hardcore. Okay, clear that out. I think we'll clear out these two. And I should be using Silk Touch to do this, but I don't have a Silk Touch pickaxe. Or, sorry, I have a Silk Touch pickaxe, I don't have a Silk Touch axe, so I can't do that yet. Wow, we're getting a lot of mushrooms doing this. Zach says, want to know a fun fact about bears? Yeah, what's that? Okay, got rid of those guys. I'll probably get rid of this guy too. Zach says, bears don't fall asleep all winter. That was just hyperbole told us when we were younger. A lie told the university. Really? Bears don't hibernate? That can't be true. Really? I thought that they would go to sleep during the winter time. Let's get these guys too. Well, do these mushrooms grow on their own? I'm wondering if I need to pick these mushrooms up. Because I don't want them to grow on their own. Honestly, I think I'm going to pave over this whole area. But for right now, I just want to take care of these guys. Zach says not all winter. So you're saying they just hibernate part of the winter? Yeah, I don't know that much about bears. But yeah, I thought, well, they taught me in school that they hibernate in the wintertime, but maybe you're right. Maybe they were lying. That's really sketchy. But that wouldn't be the first time they told us something wrong in school. Let's get these mushrooms out of the way. We're going to have so many mushrooms. I should start making mushroom stew. I don't remember how to make it, but I think it's fairly simple. What am I saying? I don't need to make mushroom stew. There's cows all over this island. I think, hold on. I don't remember how this works. I think you can make mushroom stew from those mushroom cows, if I'm not mistaken. We need some bowls. Do I not have any wood here? Please tell me I have it. Okay, I have some wood here. Okay, how do I make a bowl? Bowl is like that. Okay, so we make 4 bowls here. Get rid of the rotten flesh. I don't need that. Okay, so to make mushroom stew, I thought you bit it like this. No. Do you make it with this? How do you make mushroom stew? Mushroom stew. Oh, you use both mushrooms and the bowl, and you make mushroom stew. Interesting. I need to clear out my inventory. Oh, actually, let me just put this in my sand chest. We'll organize all of this later. Yeah, mushroom stew. So you need both mushrooms to make it. That's very difficult. Okay, so we have all these cows. And I thought that these cows also gave you mushroom stew. Patience is in chat saying crossword tonight. Should we do one? That would be fun. Zach says it's from mid-October to early spring, but that's what they told us. It's actually November to early April. You can milk the mushroom cows to make it as well. Patient says, yes. Okay, let's try it. I've never actually done this before. So I have an empty wooden bowl. It works. What? It works. You just left click on the cow and it gives you mushroom stew. And look at this. We have all of this mushroom stew. That is crazy. So I don't even need to really harvest these mushrooms because, you know, I was complaining the other day about not having a food source. This is a tons of food source. Although mushroom stew is a little annoying to use as a food source because it takes, every one takes up an inventory slot. Whereas like something like cooked cod or something, like you could have a whole stack, or carrots, you could have a whole stack. But each one of these takes up one slot. But it's like an infinite food source on my island here, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I had not even thought of that. Patient said, yes, that's awesome. Yeah, we can do a crossword puzzle today. I haven't done mine today yet. Because I've been doing a crossword puzzle every day. I've missed some days here and there. But for the most part, I've been doing one every day. So I could do it on stream. Yeah, and everyone that we've done on stream, we've gotten like 100%. And I tell you, I'll try and do them on my own. I fail miserably. I don't get anywhere near 100%. Okay, so let's clear my inventory a little bit. What I want to do is clear a shulker box. Here, let's pick this guy up. Yeah, let's put the shulker box down here. Put that in there. We'll put our stews in here. We'll put our new mushrooms in there. Why do I have an iron ingot? That's random. We'll put this in there. Mushrooms. Put the dirt in there because we're going to get some more. Put that into that stack. Okay, what's in this box? A whole bunch of sand. That is great. There's my cooked cod. Okay, we don't need the scaffolding right now either. We'll keep the dirt in there. This goes in there, this goes in there. We'll bring a bed with us. And then this is pretty much empty. We can fill that up with dirt. Actually, we'll keep this stuff on us. Perfect. I think we are ready to go. Let me just check my elytra. Elytra is in pretty good health. We are starting to run low on rockets, so I should pick up some more back at home. Or do we have rockets here? We might have extra rockets here. Oh, I have tons of extra rockets here. Okay, I'll give it a whole nother stack. And away we go. Let's run back home. Patient says, free food is always good. I didn't even know that about the cows. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever done it too. I mean, I've heard about it, but I've never lived in a mushroom island before. And I highly recommend it. It is great. We got free food with the cows and no mobs ever spawn. All right, so what we need is dirt. I'm looking for a lot of dirt because we're going to do all this terraforming. And I want dirt with grass. I don't want just any dirt. I want dirt with grass. And I don't want it anywhere near... I mean, I could get all this dirt, but this is right near my house. I don't want to, like, ruin... I don't want to ruin the landscape right next to my house. I want to go somewhere where I'm never going to see it, because I'm going to dig giant holes in the ground. So I'm thinking there's another plains biome like this over by where we found those villagers the other day. Let's go dig up that ground out there. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling like it's one of those days where I could play Minecraft for hours. Do you ever get that feeling? I feel like I could just sit here for like the next 5 hours and play Minecraft. I'm not going to. We're going to stick to like the 1 hour streams. But I feel like I could just like chill out here and just play a whole, just to play a ton of Minecraft. All right, so I'm not gonna do any of this. Maybe, I mean, just, yeah, look at all this dirt here. Yeah, we'll just start grabbing some of this. Look, random pumpkin patch in the middle of nowhere. All right, so, and then I have 2 shovels. I have a regular shovel and a silk touch shovel. And we want to use the silk touch shovel first until we run out of durability, and then we'll just switch to our other shovel. Patience says, love no mobs. Oh, hey, I just heard Wendy Montgomery just subscribed. Yeah, that's my new subscriber button. I don't get new subscribers that often, so like when I do, I have that alarm go off. Wendy just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. All right. Yeah, we're just going around getting dirt. We need tons of dirt to do this terraforming. I should probably have brought an allay along to help with this. But I think we're going to fill up our inventory pretty fast here. I should have brought more shulker boxes, is what I should have done. Patient says, yeah, I've played 6 hours before or longer when I built a railroad. That sounds like a fun project. Building a railroad. Yeah, I usually, actually, the game I played the longest is Ark. Like when I play Ark, I'll just get like sucked in, and I could play Ark for hours, just so easily. Like I'll just start playing, and then I'll like look at the clock and be like, oh my gosh, I've been sitting here for so long. But yeah, there's so much stuff that I want to do with this project. It just, I'm just thinking, like, you know, I want to do this and I want to do that, and I got to do, I want to get more resources, and I want to get more villagers, and so yeah, I could just definitely like play for a long period of time if I wanted. If I wanted, but I'm trying to pace myself. Zach said, I made a monorail one time and I was there for 14 plus hours. Holy cow, that's a lot. I've never done 14 plus hours. That must have been a pretty cool monorail. All right, I've filled up my inventory all the way. So let's go like that. We'll just throw some of this stuff in here. And we're just trying to fill up this shulker box. Patience says, I used to make lists of tasks or leave sign up in the world until I was finished. That's smart. That's smart. I have definitely done that too. I haven't really done that in this world, but yeah, I've done that on other worlds. This is maybe, I want to say this is like maybe my 4th or 5th world I've started in Minecraft. Yeah, this is the first world that I've done completely solo. All the other worlds I've played on, I've been like playing with other, like I play with like viewers or other friends, and they've all like helped get me started. You know, when you play with friends who are like really good at Minecraft, and they'll like give you like netherite gear like right away, and they'll give you an elytra right away. Like those have been all my other worlds. It's like my friends all like helped me out. And so this was the first world that I played where I was like, you know what? I'm going to do everything on my own. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to like beat the end dragon and get netherite armor. And yeah, I've done everything solo on my own. And it's a kind of a cool sense of accomplishment. Yeah, all my other worlds I had lots of help. And it's definitely like, it's definitely fun to play Minecraft with like all your friends and getting help that way. But it's also like playing solo is also just a different, is also fun, I think, for, you know, different reasons. Zach says, have you seen the classic texture pack? It's free, and I've used it for 6 months now. Yeah, I haven't really used any of the texture packs. I kind of like the... I mean, I like the Minecraft textures, like just the vanilla textures. So I don't usually play with like shaders or anything else. I mean, I've tried in the past, and I don't really like them. I mean, I like the look of Minecraft as it is. I've seen a lot of other people use them, though. Patience says, it's great to have a challenge. All right, I was hoping to get more grass. How come some of this is not turning into grass? Oh, you know what? I think I was using the wrong shovel. Stay out of my way, pig, or you're going to get it. Oh, this is so much dirt. Hopefully this will be enough. I mean, I need a lot. I need a lot of this stuff. Okay, just a little bit more and we'll have a full shulker box. Patience says, black horse. Really? Are the black horses rare? There's a couple here. There's a black horse here. There's a bunch of them. Are black horses rare in Minecraft? there's this one, and there's one over there. Yeah, there's a lot of, I should try and get some of these horses. We talked about this last stream, is I have a bunch of horses, but none of them are very good. I need to like go through the world just like searching for horses and try to find a good horse. Because mine are just very below average. But also, I have an elytra, so I kind of fly everywhere anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Zach said, I just made a new world and I got an ice mountain seed. Nice. That sounds kind of rare to get an ice mountain seed. That would be a hard place to start too. But that's one of those biomes that's like really cool to build in. Like if you're going to build a house on top of an ice mountain, it's always going to look cool. It's just going to be like a cool looking base. Because you're on top of a freaking ice mountain. All right, so that does it. That gives us all of our stuff. All right, time to head back. That wasn't bad. That was pretty quick, actually. Hey, question for you guys. Do you know of a guy, have you heard of a guy on social media named Clavicular? I just recently, just last week, like watched this video on this guy Clavicular, and I was horrified. He's apparently like someone who's like blown up really popular on social media, like within the last 2 months, for all the wrong reasons. But he does like something called looks maxing. I had never even heard of this. I did not know this was a thing. Looks maxing. And this is like this is what he's popular. I guess he like teaches concepts of how to looks max yourself. But horrible advice. Horrible advice. Zach says it's not bad already. I got a bed and a couple of saplings. Nice. We're going to head right back out to the mega project here. Yeah, so his whole thing is he says he's giving advice to people on how to make themselves look more, to look better, because according to him, being a good-looking person is important in life. So he's impressing that view on all of his followers. But I have no problem with like trying to better yourself by like combing your hair or taking a shower. But like he's giving advice, like I guess he like tells his story about how he started taking testosterone at 14 years old. I mean, that's a horrible idea. That is just horrible. And then I guess he like, he advocates for like plastic surgery and all this other kind of stuff. I guess there's this video where he's like giving his girlfriend Botox, like illegal Botox injections on stream, which is like just using pharmaceutical products illegally on your friends in your bedroom is a horrible idea. Patience has not heard of him. Well, you should count yourself lucky, but just be on the lookout. Yeah, there's this guy called Clavicular, and he's blowing up on social media, and I'm so horrified over the whole thing. Just the idea of making decisions in life to it's a trade-off decision. It's like you're trading your health, or when you do something like take testosterone, there's huge side effects, like huge negative side effects to that. And so what you're doing is you're trading your health for beauty is what you're trying to do. I mean, guys take testosterone to get bigger muscles, and it gives you bigger muscles, but at the expense of your health. And so I don't know. As an older guy, I'll just say, I'm an older guy. I'm 45. I'll say it. I'm older, and I'll just say, when you get older, your health is so important. And if you've thrown your health away, like when you're younger, like you've traded that away, that's such a horrible life decision. You should try and like have as good a health as long as possible, because it affects every other aspect of your life. So I'm just going to go around here and just put these grass blocks around and I'm going to try and spread some grass around here. I'm thinking of whether to leave this grass or to actually pave this area. I haven't really decided. I love how the grass in this biome is so vibrant. Here's a question for you guys. Do you guys watch any other YouTubers who do Minecraft videos? Or am I the only person you've been watching? I watch a lot of people from like Hermitcraft. I follow a lot of Hermitcraft YouTubers because they always do like really interesting stuff. Zach said, I can relate in a way because I had shingles at 11. Not a fun experience. Oh my goodness, that sounds horrible. I have also had shingles. Shingles is horrible. I can't even explain it to someone who hasn't had it. I think it's someone, my doctor was like explaining to me, I think if you've gotten the chicken pox, you can get shingles. I think it's like a recurrence of the chicken pox or something like that. Or maybe it's like related to the chicken pox, but it's like, normally you get it like when you're in like later in life, like when in like your 60s or something. I got it in my 30s. It sounds like you got it when you were 11, but yeah, shingles is horrible. Patience says, I watch Chips. I watch Chips too. Chips is awesome. He makes art videos. Zach said, I used to watch Stampy Cat when I was a small kid. I don't think I've watched Stampy Cat before. Patience says, nerves on fire. Yeah, I remember so when I got it, I broke out in you get like the blisters. It looks like chicken pox kind of. And so you get like those blisters, and I had it all down my leg. It was all down like my right leg, I think. And I went to the doctor's office and I was like, what is this? It hurts so bad. Like, what is going on? And the doctor took one look at it and ran out of the room because the doctor was like pregnant, and you can't be around shingles if you're pregnant because it'll, it can really hurt your baby. So they sent in another doctor, and the doctor was like, that is the worst case of shingles I have ever seen. And they gave me the medication or whatever and sent me home. And it gets better. It's not a big deal, but it's like the most painful experience of my life. It's so painful. And it was all down my leg. It's like excruciatingly painful. Zach said, same happened to me, but on my left leg instead of my right. Yeah, I think a lot of people get it on like their back. They'll get it in their back. That's not what happened to me, but that's what has happened to other people. Okay, I think I want to focus on this back portion because this is like where it gets like weird over like this ravine area. So let me just start trying to bridge across this ravine here. Patience. So when did you start watching Chips? The best Chips moment that I remember is I was watching Chips when he was playing on the Aberration map for Ark. I don't know if you saw any of that series, but he was playing on Aberration. I mean, this wasn't that long ago. And he went down to get his first rock drake egg wearing nothing but a glider suit. And it was so epic. Like he flew down to the trench and got the egg. And then I think he came back up with the spider. I think he had the spider on his hand, the Cosmo, to help him get back up. But yeah, it was the craziest stream because like he didn't know if he was going to live or not. I mean, that's just, I wouldn't, that is too crazy for me. I would never do something like that. Patient says, from the beginning, he's a friend of my son. What? Are you serious? You're friends with Chips? He's like a massive YouTuber. What? Patience says, yeah. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. I like his streams a lot. Hopefully, I have enough dirt to bridge across this whole thing. Patience says, I watched before they were friends. Yeah, if I remember correctly, he's like most YouTubers, I think, where he has to. I think he works like a regular job and does YouTube on top of it, which is really hard, especially because he plays so much. Like he streams so much. I mean, he streams way more than I do. That's just really impressive to be able to like do two jobs with that. And like I'm at the point where I'm like trying to like cut back on some of my other work because I'm just like so burnt out by trying to do 2 jobs. But yeah, that's what like most YouTubers have to do is they have to do 2 jobs. I forget what he said he did. Like I think he does like IT work or something like that, like in real life. I mean, in addition to like YouTube. Zach says, you watch anime. If so, which anime do you watch? I've been doing MHA. I don't watch anime. I know it's super popular and a lot of people watch it, but I've never really gotten into it. I don't watch much other than YouTube stuff. Patient says he's more animated than on YouTube. Oh, so do you guys want to hear about my hike? So I went on this hike yesterday. It was the most difficult hike I've ever been on in my entire life. And I've been on a lot of hikes. I mean, I've hiked the Grand Canyon. This was harder than the Grand Canyon. Do you know how big the Grand Canyon is? It's like really big. It's very big. So this hike yesterday was harder than that. It was so intense. Oh my goodness. Here, I have a picture of it. Yeah. This is a hike. It's near my house. I live near this. But look at this right here. I don't know if you guys can see my pointer. Oh yeah, you can see it. This is the top of the mountain here. I hiked all the way to the top of the mountain. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's so wild. And it gets so steep for like, towards the top of this, you're climbing on your hands and knees for miles trying to get to the top of this mountain. It's so hard and steep. Oh my goodness, but I did it. It took me like 7 hours to hike up and then come back down. That's why I'm sore today. That's why I said I'm in like pain and I'm like having trouble moving around and stuff, because I did this yesterday. But let me tell you, it was worth it. Because when you get to the top of this, it's like this flat up here. It's just like this flat area, and you can walk out to the edge of the cliff and like look around, and you can see all around you for miles. It's like you're flying from like miles up in the air. It's just so incredible. And it's blows your mind. It blows your mind. You're like, just like being on the trail, like I was like walking down here and like looking up, and it was like, I was just standing up there on the top of the mountain, and now I'm down here. It's just like, it's crazy. It's wild. It was a wild hike. It almost killed me. It was so hard, but I'm so glad I did it. It was very, very rewarding. There's this one part that's like in the middle of it. You're basically like walking up an old riverbed. This is like an old riverbed that goes all the way up to the top of the mountain. And like halfway up it, it's like, it looks like it's this very steep part that's just like solid rock. It almost looks like when there's water there, it's like where the waterfall would be. So you're essentially climbing up where the waterfall is. And I can't even explain it. It's so crazy. Climbing up a waterfall. Patient says, oh, that's rough looking. Zach says, you what? No pic from the top? No pic from the top. I didn't bring my camera up with me. My camera's been bugging me lately. Like my cell phone. I don't know. Tell me if any of you guys feel this way. I have my phone here. I feel like recently, this is my phone. I feel recently when I hold my phone that like I can feel like energy radiating off of it. Is that weird? It creeps me out. I just feel like I don't know if there's like static electricity or an electric field going on or something. I don't know. I just kind of like bothers me to hold my phone. I don't like it. I don't like it on me. I don't like it around me. I think these phones are getting too powerful, and I just feel like there's some electric field coming off of it or something. It creeps me out. I don't carry it around with me. So yeah, anyway, I was like I didn't want to bring it with me on the hike with me. And it would have been nice to get like photos while I was up there, but I was like I don't even want to carry my phone. Does anyone else feel that way? My phone just bothers me, and I feel like a loser saying that, like, because I know it doesn't like I don't think it bothers anybody else, but it just bothers me. I don't know. Zach says no. I get that with my flip phone. Patience says I like old flip phones. LOL. Yeah, maybe I should get an old flip phone. Maybe that wouldn't bother me as much. Because it's a pretty powerful phone. Like it's one of the more like high end Samsung phones. But maybe I should just get one that's like less powerful. Yeah, so anyway, after the hike yesterday, I got home and I could barely move. And I got up this morning and I could barely move. So I've just tried to take it easy. I'm taking it easy today. Probably take it easy for a couple of days. Just recovering. Oh my goodness, we've already used a ton of this dirt. Okay, so I wanted to come all the way across to here. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get this all done today, but I wanted to at least get a bunch of it done. This is one of those things where, you just get a little bit done every once in a while. You just keep on working at it. And then one day it'll be finished. So Patience, have you started playing ASE yet? Or I mean ASA yet? Or are you still playing ASE for Arc? Patience says, looking good. Zach says, what's y'all's first phone? I'll go first. I have my dad's old Nokia 3310. I don't even remember my first phone. Patience says, I've played some ASA. I switched to ASA really right away. I loved all the new additions they did with ASA that, like, obviously you can't have in ASE. But all the Bob's Tall Tale stuff, like all the new stuff they added, I think is just great. All right. I think we're making progress here. I think we're making progress. So I think let's just let's pillar up. We'll do a little bit of a bird's eye view here. So there's my lovely building. Yeah, it's just going to look so much nicer when there's like actual grass around it. And I would like this to extend all the way around. Just like a flat, grassy area all the way around. And kind of, and you know, kind of fade into this, the more purpley ground out here. So I'll just keep working on this a little bit at a time. This is all we got done today. Just this. And that little bit up at the front. But this is a start. You know, and then we'll continue it around this way. So I think we're going to need a whole lot more grass than what we got. We're going to need a bunch more grass. Patient says, I've played some ASA, Island Ragnarok. I love the treasure maps. Oh yeah, the treasure maps are great. And some of the new creatures too are great as well. The bison. Oh my goodness, the bison. I love them. I still have not tamed one yet because they look like they're really hard to tame. I just love seeing them out in the world. I mean, what a great addition to the game. All right, let's hop in and play a crossword puzzle. Let's take a little bit of a break here. Patient says, one day I'll have a zoo. That sounds like such a fun thing. You're talking about a zoo on Ark to build a zoo? That sounds like such a fun thing to do. Look at my slow-moving ghast. He's so slow. All right, let's go find ourselves a crossword. One moment, please. All right, this is the one we were working on before. Can you guys see this? Patient says, yeah, make a zoo with enclosures for each. That's such a good idea. That would be, if you got, I mean, there's so many different animals that you can tame on Ark. So if you got all the different animals, that would be a massive complex. To have a zoo with everything in it, that would be crazy. Especially if you got like mate pairs, like a male and a female for every animal. Patient says, I can see it. All right, so how I do these is I go through, you know, as quickly as I can to try and find out like obvious answers that I know about. And then I'll go back, you know, and fill in all the missing pieces. All right, so we'll do the across first. What across is copycat? I don't know that. Patient says, do underwater tames too. Oh, that sounds awesome. Fine blank. Fine art? No, it has to be 4 letters. Fine blank. Fine wine? Maybe fine wine. We can come back to that. Tax month. Oh, tax month. I'm an accountant. I should know this. Tax month is April. So let's say APR, maybe. This is a weird one. Like tax month is different depending on who you are. But I'm assuming they're talking about the April deadline because that's what most people use. Exec's car, I would say, is limo. Lincoln coin is a penny, right? Lincoln's coin. Isn't Lincoln on the penny? But it's only 4 letters. Or is Lincoln on the dime? Can we get a fact check on this? What coin is Lincoln on? I thought Lincoln was on the penny. Patient says cent. That's smart. Is that, wait, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of the penny. Yeah, Lincoln is on the penny. All right. So yeah, cent. That is so smart. Zach said penny. Yeah, okay. So cent, that makes sense. Recent as a prefix, I don't know what that is. Count, to count something? I don't know. Chef's measure abbreviation. That's usually like teaspoon or something like that. I'll leave it blank for now. We can come back. Mellowed, I don't know. Make ecstatic, I don't know. Dazzling, I don't know. Monarch, maybe like a king or something. Or butterfly? No, that's too long. Okay, male heir would be a son. Son would be your male heir. Antique, I don't know what that one is. Fishing nets, I don't know. Snuggle, I don't know. Dutch bloom is a tulip. That's easy. Debt memo, I should know this because I'm an accountant. A debt memo, that's 3 letters? I don't know. Stir up, take place, I don't know. Necklace part. I don't wear necklaces. What's a part of a necklace? I don't know what that is. Skyrocket, I don't know. Make lace, I don't know. Drenched, man, these are hard today. Raw material, that's usually ore. Scrapes by, nothing. Certain star, I don't know. Maroon, move quickly and looked at. Yeah, I did not know many of those. Patient says, IOU is the debt memo. Oh, that is so brilliant. IOU, I would never have gotten that because you know what? That is not a technical accounting term. An IOU, that people don't use that in accounting. IOU. Yeah, that's not what accountants do. Accountants will write you out a loan document with an amortization schedule, not an IOU. Okay, let's do the downs. Look at the downs. Tavern drink, I would say that's an ale, which matches limo. Ale. A brooch, 2 down. I don't know. Aussie bird would be emu. I know that one. Nero. Nero is a Roman emperor, but it has to be 5 letters with the second letter O. Nero. Huh. I feel like I should know this. Nero was a Roman emperor. Oh, patient says the brooch is pin. Oh, that's easy. Pin. Okay, so that would make 1 across. Copycat would be ape. What? An ape? How? Why would that? A copycat? That makes no sense to me. Count would be enu. I don't know what word that is either. That's crazy. Oh, patient says Roman. Oh, Roman. That makes so much sense. Man, patience, you are really knocking it out of the park today. Okay, so copycat would be aper? What kind of word is this? Is that even a word? Aper? I've never heard of this. That's stupid. If this is really the word, aper. 15 across is count, so you're saying that's enumerate. Wow, that is a big word. I would never have thought of enumerate. When was the last time you used enumerate in a sentence? I will tell you, I have never used it. I'm going to enumerate the change in my pocket. No one has said that ever. Patient says 5 down is acre. Wait, hold on. 5 down is a land measure. Oh, yeah, that's right. So that means wine is incorrect. So, okay, that makes sense if that's acre. So what is this then? 5 across would be fine blank starting with an A. 6 down is a library patron. I don't know what that would be. 7 is a high explosive. That's TNT. That's easy. 8 is church tower. Steeple. That's steeple. Steeple. Okay. Oh, this is fine arts. Why didn't I think of that? 5 across is fine arts. Patient says reader. Ooh, library patron is reader. That makes a lot of sense. Man, I'm just missing all of these. What's 16 down? Quiche ingredient. Oh, that's going to be egg, which would mean 18 across would be mellow, would be aged. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch of a clue, but that makes sense. Okay, 9 down is near the South Pole. Antarctica? No, doesn't make sense with IOU. Arctic Circle? What's near the South Pole that starts with an A? Near the South Pole. Zach says, haven't done a crossword puzzle in a while, but I do have a New York Times game handheld. Patient says, Antarctic. Wait, did I spell this wrong? Are we spelling this wrong? Is it Arctic? Is it spelled this way? Can you look this up? Antarctic. I'm not sure if I spelled this right. 10 down is basil sauce, starting with a P. I don't know about that. Oh, pesto. Pesto is a basil-based sauce. And then 11 down would be a Wrangler. I'm thinking like a rodeo kind of thing. A Wrangler. What's 14 across? Recent as a prefix. Recent. I don't know. 17 across is a chef's measure. That's got to be teaspoon. 19 across is make ecstatics. That's got to be elate. 24 is a monarch. Maybe this is emperor. Emperor. Okay, so Wrangler would be 11 down, 5-letter word, R blank P-E-R. Oh, roper. Roper. Like at a rodeo, you'd be like a roper to like rope stuff together, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how this is a prefix. Neo? Is neo? What word uses neo as a prefix? Patient says Antarctic is the correct spelling. Nice. Zach says new. Oh, I think you're saying new for the prefix. I think neo is what they want, but I've never heard of a word with neo as the prefix. So I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, 20 down. Oahu wreaths. That would be a lei. Lay is spelled Leis. Lays? I think that's correct. What's 27 across? Antique? That could be relic. 25 down is males. That's probably men. Okay, so all of that fits. 32, this was snuggle. 32 across is, this could be nestle. Patient says prefix neo means new or recent. Yeah, that's what Zach's saying that too. Okay. So we'll go with neo. 33 down is Yankee blank Gehrig. I'm not good with sports trivia. That's got to be a baseball reference. Gehrig. Is that Lou Gehrig? I think that's Lou Gehrig. 34 down, Denmark's continent. That's got to be Europe. 40 across is take place. That's got to be occur. Occur? Patience says Lou. Okay. Patience agrees. That's Lou Gehrig. I wasn't sure about that. Let's go up to this one. Mule's kin. Mule's kin. Is that? I'm not sure what that would be. Grief is 22 down. I don't know about that. Started. That's a long one. I don't know what that would be either. Okay, loony. I don't know. Went by. I don't know. Perch. Man, I'm having trouble with all of these. Annoy. This is probably pester. Starts with a P. Movie star. I don't know. Blinding light. I don't know. Rowing implement. That would be an oar. I think it's spelled O-A-R. I'm not sure. Hoisting machine would be... starts with a C. Maybe like crank? What's 43 across? Skyrocket. Maybe that's soar. That would make sense if this was crank. Patient says 21 down is crane. 21. Zach says it's ass. That's the mule's kin. That makes sense. Like a donkey. I think that's the word for donkey. Patient, are you talking about crane for this one? For crank, instead of crank, make it crane? That probably makes more sense. Uh, 44 is expel. This could be oust. I'm not sure that's right. Alias letters. I don't know. Nursery item. I don't know. Adam's mate. That's Eve. That's easy. Mom's partner. It's got to be like pop or something. Like mom and pop. We'll just put pop for now. Okay. Certain star. This could be nova. Like a nova is like an exploding star, I think. That would make this pap. Mom's partner. And then 58 would be looked at. This could be eyes. Looked at. Eyes. So this could be pause. I'm not sure if any of these are right. Patient says this is I'd, but if this was I'd, this would make this pad. That would make the mom's partner, which is 50 down, pad. I think it makes more sense for it to be pause. Oh, dad. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Dad, and then this would be I'd. Oh, okay. Let's go with that. That's better. Yeah, Zach said it's dad for 50 down. Got it. Okay, so 46 across would be drenched. Do any of you know what this is? Drenched. 46 across. I mean, we almost got the whole thing. What could 48 down be? 48 down is a nursery item. Blank OY. Toy. This could be toy. Okay, so drenched. This could be saturated. Saturated. Oh, patient said that. Saturated. You said that before I got it. Okay, so 47 down would be alias letters starting with A. Man, I have no idea what that would be. All right, we've made some real progress here. We've gone through a lot. Zach said saturated. Yeah, we got it. 52 across is scrapes by. Blank blank ES. Patient says also known as. Oh, like AKA? AKA. Okay. Patient says eeks, scrapes by. Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't see that. Okay, 55 would be move quickly. That could be dart. Okay, so that all makes sense. AKA, eeks, and dart. Zach says passes. Where is pass? Which clue would be passes? Let's go back up to this one. 21 across is dazzling. Starting with an A, it'd be A blank blank NG. For dazzling. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Patient says elapsed. What is elapsed? You mean for 30 down? Went by as in time. Oh, that patience. You are good at this. That makes perfect sense. Elapsed. Zach said, never mind. I forgot what I was thinking. Okay, 28 across is fishing nets. Starting with an S, and there's an A in there. I don't know. I don't know about that one. What is 31 down? Perch? What's 29 down? Loony? This is starting to get really tough. Okay, let's do this one. Necklace part 42, 5-letter word ending in P. Patient says sit for perch. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, sit. We'll put sit there. I'm thinking this necklace one, this could be clasp. Okay, 38 down, movie star. This could be actor. Patient says agitate. 38 across, stir up. Agitate. Yeah, that would make sense. Agitate. Okay. All right, we're starting to make some progress here. 39 down would be blinding light. GL blank R. This could be glare. Okay. 45 across would be make lace with 3-letter words. TA blank. TA. I don't know anything about making lace. $54 across is maroon. RE blank. That could be red. Although red isn't really maroon. You guys were so close. We're so close to being 100% completed. Okay, 23 down is started. This will help a lot. This could be initiated. Zach says T. This could be initiated. Yeah, I don't think this could be T. But tat? I don't know anything about making lace. I guess if this is like a lace-making term, tat, it could make sense. Patient says initiated. Okay. So you agree with me there. We're kind of stuck in these last ones. 29 down is loony. Patient says it fits. This could be nuts. Someone's crazy. They're nuts. They're loony. Okay, so if this is fishing nets, S blank INAS. Fishing nets. I guess I don't know that much about fishing. Maybe this is like a fishing term. Come on, we only need 2 more left. 2 more letters. 22 down is grief. Zach says, whoa. Patient says this could be low. I don't know. Woe or low? It could be either low or woe. If it was low, this would be aling across. And this would be swinus. If it was woe, this would be a wing. Or eyeing. Eyeing. Zach says it's a woe. Okay, let's go with Zach's. Let's go with Zach's choice. Ah! Oh my goodness, we made a mistake. We made a mistake. That's my mistake. Oh, this was supposed to be elapsed, and I spelled it with an A. This is supposed to be elapsed. I made a mistake. Zach was right. It was woe. Yeah, how could I misspelled elapsed. How could I do that? Oh, I feel like such a loser. Patient says, my bad. No, it's my bad. I should have known better. Oh, spelling got me in the end. But even if we had spelled this correctly, I don't know what this word is. Fishing nets? Signs? Is this like some French word or something? I don't know what this is. And this is a weird word too. Eyeing? Those are kind of weird. Patient said, oh, so close. Yeah, I don't think we can count that as 100%. I think we got close, but it wasn't quite 100%. But that is still so much better than I could have done on my own. So thank you to you guys. This is a high score for me, so I am happy with that. All right, I think that's a good place to end it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and playing Minecraft, and we played a crossword puzzle. This was a lot of fun. So I hope this is a good start to your week. Have fun and go watch some chips. All right, I will see you guys. I'll be back again tomorrow. Everybody remember, no matter what is going on in your life, to always do something fun every single day. Until next time, this is Zach signing off.